Good morning. Eek, it's Friday. I like that one, Renna. Yes, it is Friday. And it's an absolutely beautiful day outside at the moment. Earlier on, it wasn't looking quite so nice, but there's certainly the sunshine and gorgeous, feel in the air, isn't it? It is autumn and it's fresh and it's lovely and lively. Good morning, Stephen. Wonderful to see you here as well. Great. So you must have sorted some internet problems. I think you had some internet issues before. And good morning. Did I say good morning to you, Marianne? I think I did. Good morning, Kathy. Lovely to see you here. We're here for our Daily Lenormand card spread reading. So I'm going to nip right over there to take us to the cards. Here we go. I've got 5 cards as our usual spread this time because it is a weekday. So we're on Friday the 9th of April here in sunny South Australia. What I've got here is and we've got Sharon who's popped in as well. Good morning. And we've got Rosie. Good morning, all the way over there in Victoria. And we've got Tracy. Some of you, I'm remembering your names, like as in where you live too. So good morning, Tracy. So it's lovely to actually have that, that my memory's working for starters. Here we go. We've got the well in our home space. We've got the bridges in the workspace. Up the top, we've got the cross. We haven't had the cross for a while. And we've got magnifying glass in our roll, and right in the center, I absolutely loved it when I saw the heart coming into that central space, because it is how I really prefer to live my life, is from the heart, making that central to everything that I do. Look, we're human. It's not always what happens, but it's what my intention and what I would like to attain is that pure, unconditional love 100% of the time. Let's see what we can make of that for today's reading. So here we go. The well is actually, to me, it's not so much the wishing well. I know for a lot of us, it probably is what we think of first up when we see this type of well, that it's the wishing well. And in our home space, what do we wish for? It's actually more about putting our work, our effort, putting our bucket into the water in the well. You know, when we use what resources we have, they do regenerate. It's not something that, and I do look at this well as being the type that is never empty type of well, that we do keep putting our energy into replenishing our well, as well as putting the bucket into actually use from that bucket, you know, from that resource. That what we're doing is bringing that energy of what's in there up and into our day, into our awareness, into using it in the morning. And good morning, Shaz. Yeah, it is a great spread today. It's not just you as in it's my spread, it is everyone's spread. So do remember to tune into your own spiritual connections and the energies of whichever way you dial in, I suppose, or read for yourself, or get those messages in from your intuition or your gut feeling as you're looking at these cards too. They are a universal energy, they're a universal tool. And it might certainly, for each and every one of us, each of these cards is going to mean something different in the specifics of how it's applied to our day too. So, and Rosie, what have you got here? Your parents installed in you to treat others the way you wish to be treated. Absolutely. So you treat people with care and kindness from the heart. Yeah, exactly. That's how I intend my energies to be shared with others, is from the heart, as if I'm treating the way that I'd like to be treated. And I think this is using what you have in that inner resource of self to be able to bring that forward, so that that's what you're going to be able to do each and every time you're interacting with somebody in your home space. Good morning, Sarah. Lovely to see you here as well. So do tap into that, get your little hand or big hand, doesn't matter. See that wheel there? That's actually to use to drop that bucket in and bring it up full of the goodies that you're needing through your day to day. And it's only you that's going to be able to know what that is as you're moving through the day. But it can be just pure and simply something for around your home space in that physical sense. And a well is usually associated with water. So it could be that you are watering your garden, that you are bringing that up to sustain something that needs that fluid, even your body, and creating those moments where you're getting some physical energy happening, the rolling around of, and it could be go for a walk. All the possibilities that are there. What are you feeling that it's actually meaning for you in your day to day? So, it's a putting it into action type of a card for our home space today. And what we've got with our work as well is moving that from what is probably been that planning stage. I can't quite remember what we had yesterday, but it doesn't matter. We're moving it across. We're going from one place to another. Is the bridges about decision makings. It's another one where we're actually going to be taking some action, but we're stepping from one side to another. We might decide that what we're wanting to do is delay it till that further distant one, but it looks like it's harder to get to. And even further to that, if you look back there, I'm seeing maybe that's our tower. It does take steps and processes sometimes to actually work through what we're doing, especially in our workspace. So think about and plan what it is that you're moving into. Good morning, Tanya. Lovely to see you here. And because that is in our workspace, that could be just taking that time to actually plan and decide, now, when am I going to go through that process from moving from this side to the other? Or is there steps, part of the plan, tick boxes or whatever that need to be put into place before we can do it? So it delays that decision from there to there or there to there, whichever. It feels a little bit like the planning stage. And what I've just noticed with these, it almost looks like it is a bird blind, for those that may not hunt, where you're watching in a forest or something and you're bird watching and you're just sitting there and you've got these little windows to observe. You're not doing anything, you're just sitting there and you're observing. Have a look at that. It gives us our space and time in the middle of that process, really, or at some point in that process of decision, that we have time to reflect and decide, do I go back or do I go forward? Only just really even came to me to see that particular point. And yet I've seen this card many times. It brings up brand new ideas and what the message is for us each time. So it's not that you actually have to continually process that. I'm just going to go over and do something with that one if I can. And today's is the 9th. I'm not getting all of the messages that are in the back end of it. So there you go. I'm not going to bother with that. Someone's done it for me. And you can see what that is. So with that, we're going to move in that workspace across those bridge or back from the other side. And it's two-way. I can't see any gates in it. So decide then what you're going to do. Clean up your bedroom, pack to go away for the weekend. Oh, you love the touring around. I think that's great. Well, you can. Why not? Absolutely. So in that process of what we're doing with our home space and our workspace, let's have a look at what that unexpected is bringing is the cross. I know as it moves forward to a particular time this year where it's bringing memories of a particular person, I'm feeling just some sadness on that because there's some parts of that I need to prepare. And that's to do with what was last year. Coming up on the 19th was a death of a very special person. So it's bringing some sadness. Now, there might be some sort of thing that's coming into your mind that pops into the head that's needing something that is a little more into self and, feeling stuff that you don't really want to, but it's there because it's part of who you are. So it's just refreshing and bringing an awareness that it's okay, and it's something too that you can put there as a part of history and move forward, or something that you're learning a lesson from that you know, look, it's not my responsibility anymore. I've dealt with that, it's done. So it can be something that you're handing back as a responsibility to someone else, or you are actually getting a message that you need to pick up some responsibilities for something as well. So, and oh, you're actually on holidays, Rosie, for till the 19th. Oh, that's great. And Shaz, yeah, you're back at work again. And the loves and hugs, thank you, because you know the story. And Stephen, you're deciding whether or not to become an Uber advisor. Well, that's an interesting process. Your application's partway in. Well, success to that in what you desire from it as well. It could be a few little challenges that pop up that's revealing what the cross is meaning for you. It's going to mean for everybody, it's going to mean something different. So allow it to be part of your day, though. Don't just, knock it away as if it's a fly that you need to swat, that's bugging you. I'm actually feeling that is more something that brings memories, because it's the unexpected, or there could be something that is unexpected in your day. Have an awareness of, I was thinking of the snake in the grass yesterday, and I just watched a little video before coming on here of someone getting rid of a snake. So it's that sort of thing. It's a bit of an awareness too, when that's what the unexpected is about. It's having the awareness of what might just pop in. So I'm feeling it's all good though, purely because we've got that central love from that, and it's not just the outcome card. Our role really is to look into what we're experiencing and what we're writing and what we have as detail in our day. So if you're actually, like Stephen, for you with your application and that, it is probably for you more about having the I's dotted and the T's crossed. So really looking into that for yourself. Is it what you're wanting to decide on? Is it really the direction you're wanting to go? Or is there something else that's going to take a bit more of an important path, make an important path for you? It's things that are going to show up when we put that magnifying glass in front of us, because no one else is going to be able to do that. This is your role, is to look at the finer detail. Especially if it's legal stuff, certainly you can get a lawyer or solicitor or someone else to look at legal documents and details to find out if they'll pass in the court of law. But it ultimately comes down to your own responsibility of understanding, understanding, and knowing that what you're stepping into is what you're wanting to choose. It's your decision. Is that detail enough for you to understand? If it's not, you ask for help to get that better understanding and knowing of what you're actually moving into is going to be the right thing for you. So that for me is where the magnifying glass comes into it. But really, what is the center? It's that beautiful heart. These, and I suppose I'm a little more color oriented. I'm going to change this cloth for tomorrow because the brightness of it and everything, it's a wonderful color, but I'm just noticing it's flaring. And it's actually almost making these surrounding cards dull this morning, probably because it's the orange, I don't know. But it's certainly shone up that central card of the blues, that the background, that white of the heart shape that even the swans are creating. And if you're an artist, you know that the orange and blue are the contrast to make those colors zing with each other. So it's another reason why it really is zinging for me. And I think in our day, it's taking notice of the colors in our life, and that is really central, being that heart space, being that's within us in the depth of our soul space, because we are using labels here, but don't put it into labels, just experience it. And good morning, Mary. I did notice that you'd popped in. Great to see you. Thank you. allow that, the experience of being in your heart space to be the base for your day, to be the base for your tomorrow and the next day and the next day. Allow yourself that inner understanding of not all things are perfect, but in the imperfection, it is perfect. So that you don't put yourself under pressure if you're not feeling like you're making it, that you get angry at some things. We do have emotions. We're emotional beings because we are human, and we have our ego. The ego is to protect us, and it's all of that. But base it for today, at least start with the one step of remembering that we are soul with heart and it's unconditional love, just loving the experience of being here in this body, loving all that is around you, even if it can sometimes be absolutely just shitty and you're not having a good time. Change the perspective to being that, bring it back to your heart space and feel into the importance of loving you first, loving that heart space, love being in it. Just spend some time there. You just close your eyes, sit and close your eyes for a moment or two and really feel that centeredness of you. So, and that's exactly right, Sarah, your comment of I'm perfectly imperfect. Absolutely. And it's such a wonderful way to be able to actually have the ups and downs of life, to really bring into our experience who we are and our understandings and interacting with other people, because it does come back to being human and being that one person, one I should say one me in the whole of what is the jigsaw puzzle of humanity. And we do all fit into our place that we're needing to be. And it's not just a need, it's just being and flowing through with who we are as well. Now, I'm going to leave it there with your understanding of what your cards are most important for you. It's not what my interpretation is. Just take what I've mentioned in this as your guidance, potentially to open up like the beautiful roses and blooms all around and bring your understanding fully to flower. Okay, that's exactly right too, Rosie. Loving ourselves and what we have. And it's not just about the what we have, it's the who we are. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for being part of my morning. Thank you for showing up. And for those even in replay, share it around for those that you think might benefit from having a little guidance in the morning, whether it brings clarity or uncertainty. It doesn't matter what it's bringing. It's putting into the practice, putting into your being that you can use different tools to help bring clarity and understanding for yourself, and putting that into action into the further humanity of who we are in our communities and etc. There is still the Friday's Intuitive Chat tonight on this channel, mytimetv.live. It will be broadcast to here and the YouTube. I do have the eCam going in these two other channels, but the Friday's Intuitive Chat with Leanne is going to only be to the YouTube and My Time, and shared around by others if you so desire to do that. Thank you, Rena. It's lovely to have the thank yous. Thank you very much. And also, of course, check out I got it wrong. I was going to do it right this way. Check them out. Lovely to see you. Lovely to see you tomorrow morning, and it'll be lovely to see you tonight as well. Bye for now. I love that. Thank you, Rosie.